Hey everybody, I thought I'd go through the image book. I did number one, but I didn't go any further, so I got to go through the rest of this part. Hopefully I can finish this all up so you can see what's coming out. And I'm not sure how much of this stuff is out. Like I said, but everything got pushed back, So let's see what's going on with the image stuff that was in the book for April. It's supposed to come out in June. So here we go with Black Magick number 12 by Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. Supposed to come out June 24th. New story arc, it says. Ascension number 1, part 1. The acclaimed series returns from the New York Times best-selling team Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott, Wonder Woman. Rowan Black is a cop. Rowan Black is also a witch. Throughout her life, she has struggled to keep these things separate. Now the walls are beginning to crumble, and Rowan, alienated from her friends, under investigation on the job, and stalked by mysterious forces who are literally hell-bent on using Rowan's power for their own benefit, is on the verge of crumbling with them. And if these combined forces don't manage to destroy Rowan, she might just destroy herself first. Whoa. I see some of these at half-price books. They look pretty good. I wasn't sure if the book would be any good or not. It sounds good. Greg Rucka's a good writer. Okay, now we got Copra. The Akazan Saga? Number 1 of 4. There's a cover there. Offered again, Copra, Volume 1 through 5 trades. It's supposed to be out June 3rd. And Mikel Fife, or Fife. Probably just Fife, I guess. 32 pages. New story arc, it says. Death Zone. In this first issue, you will find the world's not what it seems anymore. Carnage and chaos, tension and treachery, a landscape literally warped beyond comprehension. Is this the paradise that the super elite channeled from beyond? Copra is the only thing standing between angry gods and the nightmare fuel they want to douse us with. Wow. That's interesting. We got Firepower, a new one from Kirkman. Retailers, this is a no-risk number 1 detail. See order form for details. By Kirkman and Samney, number 1. Robert Kirkman's going to be doing the writing, and artist and cover is going to be by Chris Samney and Matthew Wilson. Firepower. That's a cool cover. Nice colors. Everything in orange. Orange and yellows and stuff like that, and reds. It's supposed to be out on June 3rd. I'm not sure if it's out yet or not. I haven't seen it at the local comic book store. So what we got here is a series premiere. I might want to get number 1 just to check it out and see. But Robert Kirkman, we'll see. Hopefully it'll be another hot title. You see, the one who wields the firepower is destined to save the world. But Owen Johnson has turned his back on that life. He doesn't want that power. He doesn't want the power. He never did. He only wants to spend time with his family and live his life. But unseen forces are at work to make that impossible. Danger lurks around every corner as Owen's past comes back to haunt him. Wow. Let me see. If you like the family crime fighting of The Incredibles and the action-packed storytelling of Kill Bill, you'll love Firepower. Now we got number 2. He's putting on, must have did a whole bunch of them. So this is Firepower number 2. There's the cover there. And see now, it's from Skybound, just like him. Owen Johnson thought he could turn his back on his training, his power, in that dangerous world he never wanted to be a part of. Unfortunately for Owen and his family, the danger has found him, and whether he wants it or not, the firepower is the only thing that can save them. Wow. All right. This is the other one, Oblivion Song, by Kirkman and D. Felici, number 25. Kind of like a retake on the first image on the first cover. Cool. book number 1. That's cool color. Nice colors. Bright. Robert Kirkman and Lorenzo Di Felici are doing the artist, or Robert's doing the writing. Di Felici and Leone. Annalisa Leone is doing the artwork. And several people doing the covers. David Finch is doing one. Arthur Adams is doing one. Charlie Adler's doing one. Cool. Let's see. New story arc, $4.99. A new story arc. So let's see what they're going to do. Celebrating our huge 25th issue with special bonus content and an all-new story arc. Wow. Nathan Cole's world has changed. Nothing could have prepared him for what has happened, what he's had to do, and how it has affected him. Starting now, he embarks on a new journey with full knowledge of Oblivion and what caused the transference. The fate of the Earth rests in his capable hands. Also in this issue, a special origin story drawn by series colorist extraordinaire Annalisa Leone. I haven't been following up, so I don't know where they're at. I want to finish it though. I got to pick up some of the issues and everything. I read the first 4 issues and everything, and I liked it. Different things he's found that made the transfer and different things, outcomes when he's trying to go save people and bring them back. Some people don't want to come back because there's certain things that's going on in that other area, other land where they're at. And I stopped there. I don't know what's going on now. This I want to get to. I love these image giant-sized artist proofs. And this one's like they're big, like there's 40 pages long, or 40, yeah, and then it's black and white, and it's like 11 by 17. That's why I like them. They're real huge. So I got a whole bunch of them over here. Like I got them up on top of there. I did some of these other books, but I need to do some more of those. Everything along with my other books I got. And somebody got me some of these plastic containers for my comic books and everything. So hopefully I can do those. I want to get this one here. This will be cool. Let's see. The Giant Size Artist Proof series continues, presenting special artist achievements in their raw form in an oversized 11 by 17 format, just in time for the release of Oblivion Song number 25. Oblivion Song number 1 features the debut of Nathan Cole in the apocalyptic hellscape Oblivion, as well as the American Comics debut of Italian artist Lorenzo Di Felici. Very cool. And what's this? These are issues cover B. So they got different covers. Oh, is that David Finch? That's cool. That's the David Finch one. Then we got an Arthur Adams one. And what's the other guy? Lorenzo or Charlie Adler. Let's see. That looks like Arthur Adams. And this one here is Charlie Adler. The guy is. Wonder what he's doing now since he's not doing Walking Dead anymore. We'll see. He's doing a cover, see. Okay, now we got Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl, number 1 of 5. Writer Steve Niles. Artist Marcelo Frusin. And then you got covers by John Romita Jr., Matteo Scalera, Andre Arujo, and Blank Sketch Variant. Now what's he fighting her for? Oh, no, it's the girl. Okay. The new Hit Girl, or the new Kick-Ass. Okay. And I still need to find out what's going on with that one, because that was a good story. When she came, she was like from the Army or something like that, a Marine or something like that, and she wanted to come and fight crime and stuff, so I need to find out what's going on with her. It's Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl. Old allies become enemies when Mindy screeches into Albuquerque to kill the imposter who's been running gangs in New Mexico. And as Hit Girl sets out to avenge Dave and stop Kick-Ass's criminal operations for good, Patience fights to survive as the target of the best assassin in the biz and questions whether she could ever kill a child to save her own life. She's still a kid. She didn't grow up yet. There's some variant covers down there. Now we got Sex Criminals. Sexual Gary Special. That's weird. The names. What are Sexual Gary's top 69 breaks? What? Or breakups or whatever that is. All the different title names on some of this stuff. Remember Sexual Gary? What was up with that guy? The brilliant Rachel Stott, Supergirl, Doctor Who, drew a story so crazy it had to be told, but not by Chip, who was still a big part of the whole thing. 48 pages, $4.99. Okay, then we got sex criminal, sexual Gary special, XXX variant. Okie dokie. Different cover. What's got 2 thumbs and a sex criminal special with a sizzling XXX cover by Katie Skelly. Maids by My Pretty Vampire. You, if you buy this, and also have 2 thumbs. No judgment. Come as you are. It's all good. Alrighty. Sonata, number 12. You see, we got David Hine and Brian Aberlin doing the writing, and Brian Aberlin and Gerard Van Dyke are going to do the art and the cover. Fantasy, Land of the Beastmen, one-shot. The standalone story of a hazardous journey to the east that Sonata made years ago. In this beautiful wordless one-shot, travel through the bizarre landscape where Sonata encountered strange new creatures and met the Lumani called Trine. Sonata number 12, 3D edition. Hey, gotta come with glasses. Same people doing all the art. This 3D edition will include exquisite 3D art renderings and an accompanying pair of 3D glasses. Hey. The Clock Trade Paperback, Volume 1. Encompassing the Earth, or some jewel there. It looks like the Earth. Okay, Colleen Doran is doing the artwork. Wow, and the cover. Matt Hawkins is doing the writing. It says 128 pages, science fiction thriller, Top Cow. Collects the clock 1 through 4. Within 3 weeks, hundreds of millions of healthy people worldwide contract various forms of aggressive cancer, and the proliferation, seemingly a viral outbreak, stumps the best scientific minds available. But after a leading cancer researcher loses his wife and watches his 9-year-old daughter begin to succumb to the same illness, he must race against the clock to end a global conspiracy that could propel the world straight into World War III, or worse. Wow. That sounds wild. That'd be something to look into. Okay, now we got Heart Attack, Volume 1, Against the Wall Trade. Sean Kittleson is doing the writing. Eric Zawadzki is doing the art, along with Mike Spicer. And Eric's going to be doing the cover, too. $16.99, 136 pages. Collects Heart Attack, number 1 through 6. Had an art studio with my friend Christopher called Art Attack, A-R-T, where he did paintings. I did my comics and artwork with him and stuff. It was pretty cool. Let's see. Superpowers and teenage romance collide in the newest Skybound original by Sean Kittleson, Mortal Kombat 11, and Eric Zawadzki, The Dregs, Eternal. Gene therapy has saved Americans from disease, only to give birth to variants. People with powers so unique, the government denies their human rights, but a rebellion has begun. Okay, Volume 1, Against the Wall, it's called. Philadelphia, Volume 1, Sins of the Father Trade. Rodney Barnes is doing the writing, and artist Jason Sean Alexander. Cool. I keep thinking of, the guy off of Seinfeld. Okay. June 24th, it was supposed to come out, 160 pages, $9.99. It's a horror, crime, and mystery in supernatural genre book. Collects Philadelphia 1 through 6. Featuring the show-stopping talents of Spawn series artist Jason Sean Alexander and the writer behind such hit shows as Wu-Tang and American Saga. Marvel's Runaways and stars American Gods, Rodney Barnes. When small-town beat cop Jimmy Sangster returns to his Philadelphia roots to bury his murdered father, he stumbles into a mystery that will lead him down a path of horrors and shake his beliefs to the core. The city that was once the symbol of liberty and freedom has fallen prey to corruption, poverty, unemployment, brutality, and vampires. There's a reason they say you can't go home again. Welcome to Philadelphia. Wow. Chris Rock said it's the best graphic novel I've ever read. Okay. LCD, Lowest Comic Denominator, Volume 1, trade paperback. Kerwin Dreyer's LCD. Okay, let's see. Collects all four, so it's the lowest 0 through 3, 4 issues. Collects all 4 issues of Kerwin Dyer's underground cult classic adult humor series, taking its cues from classic horror comics and magazines like Mad, National Lampoon, and underground comics legends like Robert Crumb. LCD, the lowest comic denominator, is a hilarious antidote to political correctness, featuring art and stories by Kerwin Dreyer, Tony Moore, Hilary Barta, Bill Ray, Mike Manley, and Johnny Ryan. Includes a foreword by one of LCD's earliest fans and supporters, Garth Ennis, creator of Preacher and The Boys. Oh boy. That looks like Ronald McDonald. The Boots, or the Shoes. Lucy Clare, Redemption, Volume 1, trade. That's a cool cover. Writer, artist, and cover by John Upchurch. He does everything. And it collects Redemption 1 through 5. Lucy Clare, once a celebrated hero, is now treated as a despised miscreant. Through a series of sinister events, Lucy's children were taken from her. She was slandered and defamed, and is now broken and lost. But when an old danger reemerges, Lucy will have to take on her hero's mantle again in order to right the wrongs of her past and, above all else, find a way back to her children. Wow. Now we got Moonstruck Volume 3, Troubled Waters trade paperback. This is $14.99, supposed to have been out June 24th. So I'm not sure how far everything's behind. And I noticed, like in the latest previews, one of the previews that I already read through for DC, or no, for Marvel, is in that one. So they like pushed everything back a month. So which makes sense. Writer Garth Ellis, artist Shea Beagle and Claudia Aguirre, and the covers by Shea Beagle. 136 pages, $14.99. Fantasy, humor, and romance. Spring comes to the supernatural town of Blithiton. Blithiton, which can only mean one thing. It's time for the annual Mermaid Festival. Werewolf barista Julie meets one of her girlfriend Selena's friends, but as per usual, things take a turn for the worst. Okay, now we got Olympia, the trade paperback. It collects 1 through 5 of that book. Kurt Pyers is doing the writing. Artist Alex Diato and D. Conife doing the art, and cover by Christian Ward. That's a cool cover. Nice colors. And we got 200 pages, $16.99. Okay, we got Elon is a latchkey kid who spends his days alone reading comic books until his favorite superhero, Olympian, comes crashing off the page and into reality. But as he nurses his wounded hero back to health, he discovers Olympian isn't the only thing that came through. Something evil followed him. Wow. Then we got Undiscovered Country, Volume 1, trade. Destiny, trade paperback. Scott Snyder and Charles Scholl doing the writing. Giuseppe Camicoli, Danielle Orlandini, Leonardo Marcello, Grossi, and Matt Wilson are doing the art, with Giuseppe doing the cover. That's cool. It collects issues 1 through 6. I bought number 1, but I don't have any more. Let me know if that's any good. I mean, I like the artwork and everything. Scott's a nice writer, too. The smash hit series written by New York Times best-selling writer Scott Snyder, Witches AD, After Death, and Charles Soule, Curse Words, Oracle Year, Anyone, with art by Giuseppe Camicoli, The Amazing Spider-Man, Darth Vader, and Hellblazer. So many different other people in there doing this one. Journey into an unknown region that was once the United States of America. a land that's become shrouded in mystery and literally walled off from the rest of the world for well over a century. Wow, that long? 2 small expeditions enter the former U.S. simultaneously, one from the east, one from the west, and travel inward, each seeking their own form of truth as they struggle to survive in this strange and deadly lost continent. Wow, man. That sounds pretty cool. I'm going to have to look up the first book. Hardcore, Volume 2, Reloaded Trade. Brandon Thomas is doing the writing. Artists Francis Portela and Leonardo Pisserati is doing the art. Nick Klein is going to do a cover. Cool cover. 112 pages. Action and adventure, science fiction. Hardcore Reloaded, number 1 through 5. Hardcore returns with more bullets than John Wick. That's a lot of bullets. Agent Drake once used the hardcore tech to take control of human drones to protect our nation, but now that tech is out in the wild, and the only one who can help him put the genie back in the bottle is his greatest enemy. Okay, and then we got Middle West Book 3, Trade. Cool cover, nice colors. Scotty Young's doing the writing, and Jorge Corona is doing the art and the cover. So that's going to collect issues 13 through 18, 176 pages. Separated from Fox and in the clutches of a devious kidnapper and ruthless businessman, things look bleak for Abel. Okay. Let's see. Scotty and Jorge push Abel and his companions to their limits, as Abel's ability to control his chaotic nature could shape the future of the Middle West. Wow. Let me know if that book is doing pretty good. I see a few of them at half-price books. I haven't picked them up. I like to get a number 1. Now we got some of these titles. These are all the LBGTQIA plus titles. Comics are for everyone. All these titles here. And then we got this. Adventure Man number 3. Writer Matt Fraction. Artist cover Terry Dodson, Rachel Dodson, and Clayton Cowles. Cool. Ongoing action and adventure. The rebirth of Adventure Man's legend and legacy continues. With it follows the foes that once fought him to the edge of fatality. How can Claire and her family survive? Now we got Ascender number 11. That's a cool cover. Wow. That's really cool. I like the robot. Let me see, those are still books I have to read. Like I said, I cut back on a lot of newer stuff. I'm getting some things that look really cool, but I'm going to cut back on a few things. I've been picking up books for my collection from Half Price Books, a lot of stuff that I need to finish off, collections and certain things that I see that were older that I really liked and look cool. And stuff that I can get pretty cheap that is worth a lot of money, and I can use them for prizes and stuff like that and giveaways, and stuff to resell if I can. We'll see. Let's see what's going on. Ascender number 11. Writer Jeff Lemire. Artist and cover by Dustin Guyon. A new story arc, it says. The Digital Mage, Part 1. Captain Tesla is doing her best to shake off young Mila and Bandit. But things get harder when an old friend wants to tag along. Driller, the killer robot. Wow. Let's see, now we got Birthright, number 45. Joshua Williamson is doing the writing. Andre Brisson and Andriano Lucas are doing the art and the cover. This was a really good book. I read the first few issues, and I think I'm up to issue 10 or something like that. Very good. I liked it. Well, look at it. It's at 45 right now. Wow. It's all been building to this. The aftermath of Mikey Rhodes and the God King Lore's epic battle will shock you. Okay. The epic battle with them. Bitter Root, number 10. David F. Walker and Chuck Brown are doing the writing. Sanford Green is doing the art and cover A. And Francis Vallejo is doing the cover for cover B. That's cool. Rage and Redemption, Part 5. Adro is on the cusp of destroying the world as we know it. In order to stop him, a member of the family may have to make the ultimate sacrifice. Now we got Dead Body Road, Bad Blood, number 2 of 6. Justin Jordan's doing the writing. Benjamin Teesma and Matt Lopes is doing the art. Matteo Scalera and Marino Denisio are doing the cover. It's 32 pages, ongoing. This is not ongoing, but 6 parts. So this is book number 2. Hunter Hill is on the run from Monk Sinclair, boss of everything underground in their country, at least until Bree Hill declares war on him to defend her brother. Wow. Okay, Dead Eyes number 6. That's a cool cover. Writer Jerry Dugan. Artist in cover A, John McCrea. Cover B by Scott Buon Cristiano. Okay, June 3rd it was supposed to come out. 32 pages, $3.99. Crime and mystery, action and adventure, humor. Let's see, The Empty Frames, Part 2. Intrigue, crime, romance, and a violent trip down memory lane to Dead Eyes. Glory days. Dead Eyes is glory days. That's right. 90s Boston. It's going to be a wicked pissa or pisha. Okay. And that if he's got a accent, so it must be pissa or something like that. Okay. This is the Quorum number 4. That's a cool cover. Jonathan Hickman's doing the writing, and Mike Huddleston is doing cover A and B. These are the covers here, and it's a wraparound for cover B. 48 pages. Okay, there are many assassins in the known universe. This is the story of the most well-mannered one. Good manners is just being respectful of others. Whether they have a bounty or not, you should show respect for all people. Then we have Die, number 12. Kieran Gillan is doing the writing. Artist in cover A by Stephanie Hans. Cover B by Justin Franny. Okay. Got cover B down there. The Great Game, Part 2. Designer Zid Meyer described games as a series of interesting decisions. May you live in interesting times is a curse. Both things are true, and both are true here. Okay, Die, number 12. Robert Kirkman is doing the writing. Artist and cover by Chris Burnham and Nathan Fairburn. Let's see, I'll do this page and I'll be done. So it's 28 pages, Skybound. Very cool cover. The guy that cut his nose off, or cut it off so he could look like his twin. I remember the first book, if that's the same guy. Okay, when Jennifer came of age, she was given an ancient weapon of power, the Legacy Blade, and told her very life depended on keeping it safe. She temporarily failed. Now will she pay the price? Join us for a tale that could only be called Die. Plus, Barnaby's life just keeps getting worse. Wow. Okay, last one on this video here. Excellence number 9. Okay, Brandon Thomas is doing the writing. Artist and cover A by Carrie Randolph and Emilio Lopez. And cover B is done by Turin Clark. Cool. There's a variant cover down there. Okay. The libraries of Aegis hold on untold magical secrets. Power enough to ignite a war or silence a rebellion. But what family secrets do they hold for Spencer Dales? Wow. All right. There'll probably be a few more pages for the next video, but I want to finish it here because I might run out of time. My camera only goes about 30 minutes. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you like me reading these, and I try to make it fun. Okay, you guys have a great day, and Collector Dude is out.